Mr. Chair,
Keith Flores. Yes, Congressman
Very
Visto
quick.
before Congressman Flores.
very quick with the indulgence of the Honorable Flores. This is for the Bureau of Customs. Sabi po kanina ni Mark Taguba, consignee for hire. Ito po ba, for the understanding of the Filipino people, legal, allowed, consignee for hire? Can we hear from Customs?
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, good afternoon. That is not allowed by the Bureau of Customs, Your Honor.
Precisely. But it has been the wide practice in the Bureau of Customs. And may we know from the BOC, ito po ba ay alam nyo for a fact na talagang ang mga consignee ay for hire? Kasi if we will not allow this to happen, then we know outright na kung sino ang consignee, siya rin ang owner.
Your Honor, there is an accreditation process which is being conducted by the Bureau of Customs, wherein the importers who would like to be accredited will submit the requirements of the Bureau of Customs, and then the Bureau of Customs will conduct the necessary investigation, and based on that, it will either grant or deny the accreditation of an importer. Your Honor.
That brings me to the next question. Sir, how do you distinguish consignee, importer, owner?
Your Honor, there is a regulation defining that, Your Honor. I'll just have to check the exact definition, Your Honor.
I do not understand, Mr. Chair. It seems that all the containers are named after are named after the name of the consignee. Since they are for hire, it seems to me, to us, ang mga dumadating na container, nakapangalan sa consignee. So how do you know who is the owner?
Your Honor, the importers or the consignee will submit several documents, Your Honor.
Regarding what?
Regarding that particular shipment, Your Honor, bill of lading, inward foreign manifest, etc., Your Honor. So there, Your Honor, we will examine the consignee or the consignee name therein, Your Honor. So
How would you identify who the owner really is?
Your Honor, it is presumed that the name in the shipping documents is presumed to be the owner, Your Honor.
Are you referring to the consignee? That the consignee is the owner as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
The reason why I'm asking this question is because there are cases which are being filed against the consignee, and sometimes they are unaware really about the contents of the container. And here is the owner not being included at all in the charge. Tama po ba yung premise ko?
Well, Your Honor, to be candid, that is possible, Your Honor. But in the regular scheme of things, Your Honor, that should not be the case.
You said regular scheme of things. Paano po ba yung legal scheme of things? Dapat po ba pag legal scheme of things, ang consignee ay ang owner? Or at the very least, dapat po ba disclose yung totoong owner? Notwithstanding the fact that there's a consignee who is the authorized party to receive the shipment.
Well, Your Honor, I cannot definitely.
Mr. Chair, the reason why I'm asking this question, suppose there's a contraband, shipment of illegal drugs. Etong si consignee for hire, she is not very much concerned really about the contents of the container. Kasi ang concern lang niya kumita, maghanap buhay. I am a consignee for hire. Binabayaran lang ang pangalan ko being the recipient of the shipment. Pagkatapos it was discovered later, shabu pala ang laman. The question, Mr. Chair, paano mo hahabulin yung owner? If you do not have the identity, the name of the owner of the shipment, why rely on the consignee? Why not require instead the owner to facilitate the document, assisted by the consignee?
Your Honor, those issues are being addressed by this current management of the Bureau of Customs, Your Honor.
And I suppose that should have been addressed long time ago.
Yes, Your Honor.
If we will be adopting the narration of facts of Mark Taguba, it's like we're going against the wrong persons. Mr. Chair, I will be yielding to the rightful interpellator.
Thank you, Congresswoman Jinky. I was thinking that you just wanted to manifest something. But sundan ko lang, isang very short question lang kay... there are reports that some consignees being used by importers are fictitious consignees. Nagbibigay ng pekeng pangalan, pekeng registration, at yun naman ay ina-accredit daw ng Bureau of Customs. Is that correct?
Your Honor, that should not be the case, Your Honor.
But
because there is a process of verification, Your Honor.
But
Before.
would you agree with me that siguro hindi ngayon, but in the past, ginagamit yung ganitong strategy?
It is possible, Your Honor.
So you have records to show that indeed there were fake consignees or owners of companies that was used as consignee sa isang mga importation.
I don't have the records right now, Your Honor, but that is possible.
Okay, sige. Salamat po. Yan. Now, I will now yield the floor to Congressman Keith Flores. You have 10 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Mark Taguba, when did you start, kailan ka nag-start na magpapasok ng mga containers? Anong year?
Mga 2017 po yata.
2017. Pero yung pag-start mo sa 2017, hindi ka pa enrolled doon sa Davao Group na sinasabi mo?
Hindi pa.
Hindi pa. Noong 2017, when you first started, ilang containers ang napapapasok mo? In a week?
Hindi pa po ganun karami.
Give me a number.
Siguro mga 15, 14, ganyan.
So 15 or 14. And the same process to, no? Pag inaayos mo, green lane siya.
Hindi po.
Ano yan?
Hindi po lahat green lane. No? May
Okay.
dumadaan ng yellow lane, may dumadaan ng red lane. Ayun nga po. At nung December nga rin po noon, taon na yun, nagka-problema nga po, nagka-red lane po ako, halos lahat ng container. Kaya po naghanap po ako ng tutulong sa akin.
So, sinabi mong nagka-problema ka, feeling mo inipit ka kasi hindi ka enrolled dun sa TARA system na sinasabi mo.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so inipit yung containers mo, kaya all of your containers na pinapasok mo naging red lane, meaning strict ang pag-inspection sa mga containers mo.
Yes po, Your Honor.